Obviously, you've seen the different clips that I was playing last week as well too. When you have Tom Pelissero saying, this is a quarterback competition. You have um, ESPN. You have was that Steve Smith, senior, talking saying that anybody with a heartbeat can beat JJ McCarthy. Um, and then he was talking about as Kyler needs to stay off of Call of Duty. Like I just felt like those were super lazy takes. I know Steve Smith is a all time great wide receiver, but the Call of Duty thing was that's been years ago for Kyler Murray, and I just think and I get that. I don't know. It just seems like he went into Google and typed in memes for Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy, and I'm gonna take what they're saying about them and say that. Obviously,
Yeah.
Kyler guy, he's matured. He's trying to play for a contract. We're going to get his absolute best. JJ, he's only played 10 games. In the work with John Beck, working on mechanics, coming into the season, we're hearing some good things, seeing some good things. It's early, but obviously the kid's gonna get better. You know, so I don't like the lazy takes. These guys are going to come in. McCarthy's battling to take his job, and we've seen some of the things that they said about each other about the relationship, and McCarthy's clip where he says it's just like two guys in the classroom. He sits on one side, I sit on the other side. You know what? The Vikings wanted, when they brought whoever, even before it was Kyler Murray, they wanted somebody to bring in some and probably bring out a little bit of fire in JJ McCarthy. So I'm not gonna take much of that. Was that maybe the polished answer? No, it wasn't. But should he feel like there's another guy? I'm not happy with another guy coming in here trying to take my job. And he shouldn't be. You know, even Kyler Murray's response, it was polished, as a veteran who's been in the league for 8 years, but at the same time, I don't want to hear the canned answers. I really don't care about any of that. I want to see what you can do on the field. Thoughts?
So, I mean, obviously, you know what side I fall on. But
I
if I
do,
can,
but
I'd like to make a disclaimer for those that watch this because they're like I've said this before, but people seem to not hear it. I don't hate Kyler Murray. I'm not even upset that we signed Kyler Murray. My entire problem with the whole situation is that I do not believe that it's a fair competition. I don't believe that Kyler Murray signs with one team without taking a trip to see any other team when he had options at other teams where he could start if he has to battle JJ here. I don't think he signs without visiting another team that easily unless he got promised a head start in the battle, if not week one starter guaranteed. That's my entire problem. Now, I will say what I've seen so far, at least what they've shown us, maybe I'm wrong because they did what you should do in a battle. JJ is the incumbent starter. He got the first team reps in OTAs. I did not think he was going to. I thought they were going to go straight to Kyler. So they are showing signs that the battle may be legit. And as I've said before, if it is a legit battle and JJ gets beat out, I have no problem with that. I just wanted it to be a fair battle.
it,